Here we are at the end of October, and I'm on Saltspring Island in Canada. And this is the second fall for these trees. Right here is a Seville Orange that has fairly small fruit, but there's well over 20 fruit on the tree. It's showing some chlorosis since August, and I haven't identified exactly what that is, and I'm a little suspicious that it's temperature related. Here's a Kumquat with a whole new crop of fruit. And moving on, there are lemon trees and mandarins here, and minimal amount of fruit. Here's some larger lemons, mostly on the bottom of the tree. Here's a type of mandarin, a Kishu mandarin, and I think I counted 80 fruit on this tree. I had one the other day, and they're not quite ripe, but they're very juicy and a bit sour. Here's a grapefruit, and you can see the size of the fruit here. There's probably around, between this tree and that tree, there's well over 20 fruit. You can see them, they're just a little tinge of yellow. Last year they weren't ready until February. And some more lemons, mandarin varieties. This is another type of grapefruit cross. 5 fruit all loaded up. This is a Yosemite gold mandarin, and you can see they're well behind the mandarins in terms of coloring. Here we have a Robertson Navel Orange, which is absolutely loaded, and the branches are hanging heavily, and they're just starting to ripen. I actually ate one yesterday to see one of the more ripe looking ones. Very juicy, still sour, so they have a ways to go, but they're looking good. Here's Kaffir Lime. Last year I had no fruit on this. This year both of the trees are loaded with fruit. You can see, growing very well. I have ginger in between, growing in between some of the trees. And this is another variety of mandarin that is completely loaded. Look at this. It's just incredible. Last year this didn't, I think it may have had 1 or 2. Here we are with more Meyer Lemons, which need to be pruned. There are some fruit here. They're flowering and setting fruit right now. And more ginger. This is another variety of Navel Orange. This is Loquat, which hasn't started to flower, but I think that's a flower bud up there. And the jujube, prolific this year, now losing its leaves. I had a lot of fruit, and enough that I actually dried some.